Hi, and welcome to NittanyCow Tutorial 1, Creating Catalogs and Rations. This 5-minute tutorial will show you how to create catalogs and rations in NittanyCow, as well as cover many of the options for using and managing feeds in your ration. For more specific information on anything you see here, please consult the NittanyCow help file or visit our website www.nittanycow.com to contact customer support. First, let's go over some basic terminology. This is the NittanyCow home screen. At the top, you see the main menu. This menu controls general options that have to do with items like program settings, managing databases, and organizing catalogs or rations. In a moment, we will be working within a ration, and you will see a second menu appear below the main menu called the Ration menu. Let's begin by creating a catalog in NittanyCow. A catalog is similar to a file folder where you will keep all related rations belonging to a single operation or client. In order to create rations, you must first create a catalog where your rations can be saved. To create a catalog, go to the main menu and select Manage Rations, then Manage Catalogs from the menu. In the Catalogs window, select Add New Catalog. This will display a blank field in the catalog list. Click on the first blank field and type a catalog name. Then type a catalog description to help you identify the catalog later. Then click Save. Your catalog is now created. Now we're ready to create a ration. From the main menu, select Manage Rations and then Manage Rations. In the Rations window, click Rations, Add New Ration. This will open up a blank ration. Notice that NittanyCow rations are set up as a series of worksheets, each dealing with a different part of the ration, and you can navigate between them by clicking on the appropriate worksheet tab at the top of the ration window. The cow worksheet will be the first worksheet you see when you open a new or existing ration. This is where you will enter in the basic settings and information for your ration, including the ration name and description, unit of measurement options and milk price, client information, and animal information. For the purposes of this tutorial, I will fast forward through this process. Now that the appropriate information has been entered into the worksheet, make sure that the ration has been associated with the correct catalog, and then click Save. Next, we will add feeds to our ration. From any worksheet in the ration, go to Feeds in the Ration menu and select Add a Feed. This takes you to the Select Feeds window. In order to find the feed you are looking for, first select the source. NittanyCow comes installed with a standard list of common feeds containing default nutrient profiles, as well as a smaller list of commercially available feeds. In addition, your feed mill may provide you with a list of feeds that are locally available. Over time, you will also create your own list of feeds in the User Feed list. You can learn more about user feeds in Tutorial 2. For now, we will select our feeds from the standard feeds list. Once you've selected a source, you will then need to narrow your selection by feed type. To select a feed to add to your ration, place a check next to the box of all the feeds you need. You can navigate to different feed lists and make multiple selections rather than adding feeds one at a time. Once all the feeds are selected, click OK. For the purposes of this tutorial, I will fast forward through this process. Now that you have your feeds in the ration, you will want to adjust the nutrient profiles of the feeds in each of the relevant worksheets, or you may choose to rely on the default values for certain feeds. You can change values for any nutrient field for any feed by selecting the empty space in the appropriate field and typing in the correct value. During this process, be sure to save often. Once all the appropriate feeds have been edited, you can enter relative or absolute amounts of intake on a dry matter or as-fed basis. Notice that each time you change the amount of a feed in the ration or a nutrient value for a specific feed, NittanyCow recalculates the totals and concentrations at the bottom of the ration. Again, we will fast forward through this process. We recommend that once you have changed the nutrient profile of a feed, you give that feed a unique name to distinguish it from the default standard feeds. Simply place your cursor in the appropriate cell, delete the old name, and type the desired name. This is particularly important for creating user feeds, discussed in more detail in Tutorial 2. Sometimes we find that we made a mistake in choosing the appropriate feed for our ration. There are two quick and easy ways to correct the problem. If you right-click on the feed you need to change, you will see a Delete Feed option in the menu, which should be used if you have a feed you want to eliminate without replacing it with another feed. However, there is also a Swap Feed option. Using this method, we can replace one feed with another, and NittanyCow will retain the dry matter and as-fed amounts in the ration. In this example, I have chosen to replace unprocessed corn silage with processed corn silage. Finally, many users find that they like to view the feeds in their ration in a specific order. You can do this in NittanyCow by typing the sequential numbering here and clicking the arrow at the top of the column. You may have to click the arrow twice to get the proper order. This concludes NittanyCow Tutorial 1. Please visit www.nittanycow.com to watch online tutorials of other important NittanyCow features.